Okay, so I want to do a monthly reset in my happy planner here, and I'm going to be setting up for April as well as going over some goals and things of that nature. So stay tuned if you are interested. But one of the things that I wanted to do was try to use things that I have. I'm more of a functional planner person. I'm not one of those huge spread people and decorating or anything like that, but in the past, I have purchased some Happy Planner books over the years, so I want to kind of use those up. And I wasn't able to film this in March, like for the March setup. Joe just started a job in the past few weeks, thank God for that, and it's been really tough to navigate his schedule. I don't have access to the bedroom when he needs to sleep. Like, him and I are on complete opposite schedules. So, sadly, I wasn't able to recap February, so I will do the best that I can from memory. And I just took a shower, so let me put my ring on. I feel naked without it. Oh, whoops. I dropped the cloth. Okay. So, I'll go over the best that I can. Edit footage and post on other YouTube channel. So if you didn't know, I am on a journey to lose a bunch of weight, and I've had a channel in the past, and I wanted to get that channel up and active again. And I want to say that I didn't quite meet the deadline, but I did end up posting it like the 1st or something crazy like that in March. So technically this is a no, did not meet the goal. The goal kind of got pushed into March because of the difficulty with being able to find time to film and that sort of thing. But anyway, lose 3 to 5 pounds. I did meet that goal. As a matter of fact, I'm doing really great on my weight loss. I don't have the exact number, but I am down, what is it, like 18 pounds or something? My calculator is not here, but so I'm really excited about the weight loss so far. And yeah, I have a lot more to go, but I'm really excited about that so far. And then save save $50 to $100 towards my new phone. I want to pay all cash for a phone. I did meet this goal. I do recall saving $100 in the month of February. I did 50 each pay cycle. Adhere to brick schedule is a big fat no. I absolutely did not do that. I still very much struggle to do that. So March would go here, but we're gonna make this say April so that we don't waste space. So right off the bat, let's do this goal here. Like, I really need to stop. So adhere to brick schedule. It's been tough because my phone keeps blocking certain permissions on my phone. So it's not so cut and dry of have the app running and it just keeps running smoothly and you don't have to worry about it. It keeps bumping off and it's super frustrating. There's something about my phone, like I love it so much, but it does weird stuff like that all the time. Like even with YouTube, I never get people's ads when I'm watching, and I don't have whatever that YouTube membership subscription thingy is. It's very strange. So my phone blocks certain things, ads sometimes. I don't know. It's very strange. But yeah, I need to adhere to the brick schedule. I really am so tired of the doom scrolling and wasting my life scrolling for hours instead of being productive and doing things that I want to do with my time. We will also say, I'm going to say lose 3 to 5 pounds. I feel like when I write these things down, I hold myself accountable, which is great. Because I will say I didn't have anything to look back for March with goals that I had set, so I honestly was willy-nilly. I have overall goals for the year, but I definitely find that when I write it down and I say, okay, this month you need to do this, even though I don't meet some of my goals, like, I'm more self-aware of it, and therefore I do try to put in an effort. So lose 3 to 5 pounds. And let's see. So I have personal goals here. Let's do a finance goal. Let's see here. So 300 extra towards debt. So I got out of debt in the summer, but then I took on a car loan several months later. It was a personal choice that I made for quality of my life, so that I could have safety features. So, which safety features may not sound like a big deal, but being that I am legally blind, it is actually pretty significant for me and my quality of life. It's made a difference. So, like with me feeling comfortable and going out a lot more out of the house. So, yeah, I'm going to say 300 extra towards debt, and I think I want to focus on my credit card specifically with this goal. I've been doing savings challenges, so I got a car loan. I put some money down cash for the car, but then also I put a bunch of money down with my credit card that I happen to have 0% interest on. So it allowed me to get like a cash bonus thing. It was like $300 worth. So it allowed me to do that, and then also it helps, you know, take off the principal of what I owe and have to pay interest on. So I think I want to focus it to the credit card. So that would be good. Let's see. So we have some personal, let's do one more. Okay, so I have focus on side hustles, list 5 products. So again, it's kind of piggybacking off of the adhering to brick schedule. If I am able to adhere to the brick schedule, then therefore I'm able to use my time more wisely. So let's see here. So 300 towards debt. I'm just trying to think of action steps, like for some of these. So firstly, lose 3 to 5 pounds. So continue using WW app. So I'm doing WeightWatchers again. Continue using WW app. Try to not use too many weeklies. So I will say that so you get daily points and then you get weekly points, where if you run out of what you get in a day, you can dip into your overall bucket for the week of points. And I find that if I use every single weekly, I just don't have great progress. I will say, again, the month of March, and maybe it's because I didn't write goals down, I was pretty like teeter-tottering with my weight and kind of stalled out. I mean, it's still technically March right now. I'm finally starting to lose again because I've been focused on it the past week. But yeah, so I'm going to try not to do that. And then let's see, an action step for the 300 extra towards debt. Action steps, so we'll say utilize the extra paycheck. Focus on side hustles, list 5 products. Get off of my phone. Set up brick properly. I just gotta do it. I just really gotta do it. Okay, so we're gonna just kind of go in order. I will be setting up the month of April. So we did a side quest here of goals. And so now let's move forward to this page here. I haven't updated this. So let's see. I didn't do any extra principal toward my car loan in the month of March. The extra payments that I was doing was to the credit card to kind of get those balances down. So anyways, I'm now at $22,973.17. So let's see where we can color here. Let's see. So 22.9. So we're pretty close to this 15% goal here, which is awesome. Okay. I mean, I can definitely tell you there's no more payments for the month of March going towards this, so that's why I feel confident filling that out. All right, now let's go to the month of April and let's get this set up. So I really focus on my budget in my Happy Planner these days. So let's do just that. First and foremost, what stickers am I going to use? I've kind of used up a lot of the stickers that were in here before. Shoot, just kind of some weird random ones. So firstly, let's figure out our paydays. I know there were stickers in here when I was kind of going through it. Payday. So I'll use this one here. Since I have 3 left of the same kind. And we'll mark the paydays. I budget bi-weekly, so if I have a monthly expense that falls in that pay period, I pay it. So I'll leave money in my account for that, and then I'll cash stuff the remaining amount of money that I have left for future goals. So first and foremost, I get paid on Thursday the 2nd, the 16th, and the 30th, which is very exciting. Okay, so those are the paydays. Now here's the fun part for many people. It's finding the stickers that you want to use and set into your planner. For me, I am running out of the stickers that I need, so I was trying to stick with a color theme for every 2 weeks, but now I'm kind of stuck with what I have left. And so the month of April is just going to be all over the place as far as colors are concerned. And here I'm just pointing out that this particular bill, which is rent, was something that was due in the previous pay cycle when I did my March paycheck. I'm still writing it down just so it's there in my planner, but basically my April budget is going to be from April 2nd on. Here I'm pulling out my calculator so that I can figure out the cost of the electricity bill. With this bill, Joe and I split into thirds. He pays 2/3 for him and his daughter, and then I pay 1/3. Next, I'm laying down stickers and writing down when Joe owes for renter's insurance, and I was just flipping back to make sure I had the correct price written down, but Joe and I split this one. Every other week he pays for it and I pay for it. This is something that comes out directly from my payroll, and so it's always being paid by me, so I'll write it down in my planner so that I can track it and gather the money from Joe every 2 weeks. There's always this sheet in the beginning of the month that I'm not always so sure of how to use it. The previous year, when I was paying off multiple debts, I was writing down my balance just so month to month I could keep track of where my balance was. This year, really, the only debt that I ended up taking on was a car loan, which I have a tracker for that. So I've decided to use this sheet to track goals. I used to have my annual goals that I would just kind of randomly do throughout the year, but I feel like when I write it down, it helps hold me accountable and make sure that I actually follow through on said goals. Just something to constantly look back at. So let me know what you guys like to use these sheets for, but this is just a work in progress for now. It can always change, but pretty much that sheet in the beginning that I wrote down my goals, that was an add-on sheet. So basically, after those spaces are gone, I won't have those sheets to write my goals again. So I'm really going to have to keep coming back to this sheet in the beginning of each month. But that's really all I'm doing here, is reiterating the goals that I had written down in more detail. Overall, I enjoy writing down the goals month to month. It's been a nice little add-on to my system this year. In previous years, I would look at my overall goals that I made for the year, and when you look at it as a whole, it can seem very overwhelming. So there are certain goals that I like to break down month by month to make it more bite-sized and less overwhelming. For example, weight. Overall, I would like to lose over 50 pounds. So if I break down my goal of pounds of weight I want to lose month to month, it makes it feel more manageable for me. Thank you for hanging out with me while I got prepared and set up for the month of April. Bye.